Um, I mean, it's obvious how the game went. You know, they jumped on us early. We didn't respond very well to it. Uh, you know, you got to be able to guard. You can't give up 2 38-point quarters and think you're going to be in really any NBA game. I don't think there's an offense out there good enough to sustain staying in a game when you give up 76 in the first half. Uh, you look at the points in the paint; they had almost 50 points in the paint in the first half, 72 for the game, 20 fast break points. So all the things, when you look at the stat sheet, all the things say that you have no chance to win the game. I was disappointed that we didn't react. I thought they got on us early, and we're running our offense from half court, and you can't do that. And the only way you can stay in a game like that is that you have to come up with stops, and you have to do something where you're running out against stops and not taking the ball out of the basket, out of the net. But they drove the ball into the paint, and as I said, they scored at will, and we didn't shoot the ball well at all, and didn't attack the basket well at all. And the end result is that you'll give up 128 points, and you give up 128 points, it's going to be hard to win in a regulation game. Well, I wanted us to react, and I wanted us to play with force, and I didn't think we were doing it. And so obviously if they're not doing it, we got to try somebody else, But the great thing about the NBA is that, it's one game. These guys went through it just the other night in the Atlanta situation, where they were down 40 points at home. And so you got to flush it down the toilet and regroup. And, we got a tough game coming up in a few days against the Lakers again. Obviously, there's going to be a reaction there from what happened. And, we talked earlier about the fact that, Ja not playing, obviously he's one of he's their best player, but he's one of the best players in the league. But you have other guys that got pride, and when anyone says, oh God, they don't have Ja, these guys are like, yeah, but we're going to step up and play. And that's exactly what they did. And so guys being out is a part of the NBA. You're not there's very few guys that play 82 games in here. So I think what it does, it gives guys an opportunity to show that, hey, we're pretty good with or without Ja. And that's exactly what they proved tonight, Oh, I think you pay for a ticket. You got a right to boo guys. You got a right to cheer for your team. You got a right, but inappropriate things should never be what anyone should say. I have an opportunity to say in an NBA game without being removed from the premises. I don't think it needs to be talked about or anything, but obviously it's not anything that I'm going to tolerate people saying to my players. I know that, not without intervening and ask them to be removed. They can say anything they want to me, or they can boo and do everything they want with the players, but there's no room for saying inappropriate things in a sporting event. That's not why you're there. Yes, go ahead, guys.
All right, let's go ahead and start with Sean Cunningham.
Hey, Alvin, just of all the things that went wrong for you tonight, what was the most concerning for you?
That we didn't defend the paint at all, really. I think that was the thing that bothered me most, that, I think they had 48 points at the half in the paint. That was the most concerning thing, I think.
James.
Yeah, Alvin, your team, I mean, you've been around here long enough to see it, but your team seems to, when they can't hit shots, they don't play defense. Do you see that correlation? Do you understand why they do that? But it does seem like it's a trend that's been going on for the last, I don't know, year and a half.
Well, I don't know if that's a trend, but what happens is that when you're not making shots and teams are running out off misses, it takes you longer to set your defense, and it takes you longer to get matched up in transition and things like that. So you almost have to make shots to get your defense set sometime, and we didn't do that, and we shot the ball atrociously tonight. I think we were 9 for 40. I don't know what it was from three. We were 9 for 42 from three, and we took almost 100 shots and made 33 of them. So that's a lot of opportunities for teams to get out and run, and a lot of opportunities for us to struggle as far as setting our defense. So we have to. It shouldn't be a factor at all as far as playing defense, but it is a factor in that you give them many more opportunities to run.
Tony.
Yeah, Coach, just one question. De'Aaron didn't get a lot of run going to the second half, that third quarter. You just see the game just getting out the way, and you just want to keep him seated for a minute, considering he played about 50 minutes the other night?
Well, I mean, obviously where we were and how much we were down, I didn't see any risk because he did play a lot of minutes the other night. And I just didn't think in that situation, and I only played Ty a few more minutes in those situations right there when guys are put in those kind of minutes the night before or, 2 nights before. If the game's out of hand, I just didn't think it was very smart to leave him out there.
All right, let's go to Jason Anderson.
Alvin, pulling the starters early in the second half, was there any more, to that in terms of just sending a message to those guys you've said before? It doesn't matter what the name is on the jersey. You're going to play the guys who are going to give you the effort you want.
Well, that was part of it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not afraid to say that, that was part of it. We started the third quarter, and I didn't think we had the kind of activity that I thought we should have. And then after a couple of easy baskets here and there, I just thought I decided I was trying to try somebody else.
Christos.
Coach, did you notice any kind of lack of energy for you guys, and how concerned about the energy wise?
Well, we have to play with energy. As I said, we're a team. We're not a big team. We're a team that's fast, and we're a team that has to play with energy. And I didn't think we did that tonight. I thought at the start of the game, everything came so easy. The first 11 points they scored were just very easy, almost like shoot around type shots. And that's getting us off on the wrong track. And, that was pretty much the way it was throughout the whole game, really.
All right, and we'll finish up with the last question by Brandon.
Hey, Alvin, you guys got up a lot of threes tonight. We've heard you talk about, enabling guys to get those shots up. I just wondered where your thought process was on the balance between shooting from distance and attacking the basket, and how you guys did with that tonight.
Well, I think when we attack the basket, we open up situations for 3-point shooting. And tonight, we did okay with that. The threes that we got up, some of them are very good shots. Now we had a couple of questionable ones too, but we out of the 42 threes that we're taking, them probably 32 of them were really good shots that we're capable of making. We did not make them, which puts extra pressure on your defense, and we weren't able to keep them in front of us. Just being honest, they were in the paint most of the night, and I think when they do that, that's just putting added pressure on you.
All right, thanks. That's it, Coach.
All right, guys.